the Opepco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update. I'm Jenni Carlson. Sports Illustrated's second part of their investigative series on Oklahoma State football is out today, focusing on academics. 13 former Cowboys saying that they were involved in some sort of academic misconduct, and those players then identifying 16 other Cowboys that were involved in academic misconduct. Gina Mizell joins us on the phone. And Gina, as you read today's story, what stood out to you? Were there some things that you really felt like were troubling as you read through today's report?
Well, I think the stuff that I heard was stuff that you would kind of expect to see in a type of academic misconduct expose, if you want to call it that. Stuff like tutors completing coursework for athletes, professors changing grades, the students not showing up and still getting a decent grade or a passing grade. So nothing as far as like shock value, like, wow, I can't believe, that was revealed, but certainly, troubling issues. Anytime you've got athletes in an academic center, you want to believe that they're doing the work, and certainly they have tutors to help, and they have to work with professors on their scheduling and that sort of thing, but certainly if they're not doing the work, that's an issue.
One of the big things brought up in this story was the work of Terry Henley, who's the academic counselor who oversees football. Gina, you and I, we've been around the academic folks, the academic center. What can you tell us about Terry Henley and a little bit broader about the academic center that is in the Oklahoma State Athletic Department?
Yeah, it was definitely interesting to see Terry Henley speaking on the record and talking about just, what he does as far as helping the athletes pick classes and doing their schedules and doing their major and he obviously oversees things, but he can't always control the work of individual professors and that type of thing. But what I thought was really interesting is that Marilyn Middlebrook, who oversees the entire athletic academic portion of Oklahoma State, was not quoted in the story, and that was kind of surprising to me because usually when you or I think of academics, Maryland is the first person we go to. So, certainly Terry works very closely with the football program, and for this type of story, he's definitely a source you want to speak to and want to interview. But the fact that Marilyn Middlebrook was not spoken to, I kind of found that surprising, to be honest with you.
We've actually heard from an Oklahoma State source that Sports Illustrated didn't ask to talk to Marilyn and didn't talk to her. So an interesting aside to that point, Gina. Lastly, let's talk NCAA. I think that's sort of a lingering question through all these stories for Cowboy fans. Anything in this story that stands out to you as a potential issue when it comes to the NCAA?
Well, certainly any academic stuff like this is a potential issue, especially considering that some of these issues are more recent. Guys like Laurent Spur and Herschel Sims, who are pretty recent Cowboys, are mentioned in the report. So again, we're just going to kind of have to see how all of this unfolds throughout the next few days. And Oklahoma State, like they said on Monday, is going to bring in an NCAA investigator to do their own investigation, and we'll see how all of this unfolds from now. But again, I think it's going to be a lot of the same. Certain players coming out and saying that they had academic help or that other players had academic help. I'm sure we're going to see tons of denials from several Cowboys. Josh Fields has already gone on the Dan Patrick show earlier this morning and denied everything, much like he did yesterday. And again, it's going to be an interesting few days as all these stories continue to roll out.
Right, and we'll cover all of that and have your coverage right here on News OK. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.